That's her. So when Ray J say that he wasn't there, that nigga's full of shit. Now, let me take it one step further, right? Let's go to Whitney Houston's case, her autopsy, right? Look at this. Look, y'all think Whitney Houston fucking drowned in the fucking tub? Look. Look. Mark type, a scar. Mark location, left forearm. Mark description, inner lower old healed. Inner lower old healed, right? Identified by Christy McCracken. Relationship none. Who is that? The place of death. Hotel Motel, 9876 Wilshire Boulevard, right? According to the reported information, the descendant is a 48-year-old black female with a medical history of using narcotic substances. The descendant was last seen alive on Saturday, 12/11/2012, between 14:45 to 1500 hours by her assistant. The descendant complained of having a sore throat, but she had been complaining of that for the past few days. The assistant told the descendant to take a breath to start getting ready for tonight. The assistant entered the locked and secured room. Once inside, she found the descendant laying face down in the bathroom tub filled with water, unresponsive. Why would she be laying face down, y'all? Face down? See, a lot of y'all thought, oh, Whitney Houston was drunk or she was high, she went to sleep and just slipped under the water and drowned. Why would she be laying face down like Superman in the tub, y'all? Why would she be face down? Y'all think she drowned and then floated over and turned over? Fuck out of here. In the tub? First of all, what diva's even getting in a fucking hotel tub anyway, for the most part? I don't even think she would have took a bath in that bitch. I need to put these glasses on so I can read this real easy. Okay, that's better. All right. The assistant told the descendant to take a bath to start getting ready for tonight. The assistant then left the room to run some errands. At approximately 15:35 hours, the assistant returned and used her key to enter the locked and secure room. Once inside, she found the descendant lying face down in the bathtub filled with water unresponsive. The assistant called for her bodyguard, and together they pulled the descendant out of the bathtub. The assistant called downstairs to call 911. 911 was called at 15:43 hours, and officers from the Beverly Hills Police Department and paramedics from the Beverly Hills Fire Department arrived on the scene. On Saturday, February 11th at 15:55, paramedics from Rescue 1 determined the death. The descendant possibly overdosed on a narcotic, substance, prescription medications, over-the-counter medications, and alcohol. Minor external trauma was noted, and there was no signs of foul play. What do you mean minor external trauma was noted and there was no sounds of foul play? Detective Howard requires a 2-hour notification prior to the examination. Please see case notes for his contact information. So she was last seen alive at 14:45 to 1500 hours. What's that? Like 13 is 1, 2, 3, like 3 in the morning, 3, 4 in the morning, by her personal assistant. It's just the morning. This is the afternoon. The assistant told her descendant to take a bath to start getting ready for tonight. Then left the room to run some errands. At approximately 15:35 hours, the assistant returned and used her key to enter the locked and secure room. Once inside, she found the descendant lying face down in the bathtub filled with water, unresponsive. So where the drugs at that was in her room? If she was taking drugs? County of Los Angeles Department of Coroner Investigators narrative. On Saturday, February 11, 2012, at 21:04 hours, Sergeant Publica from the Beverly Hills Police Department called the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office to report a natural versus accidental death of a 48-year-old Black woman, female, that possibly drowned in the bathtub. On Saturday, February 11, 2012, at 21:20 hours, Lieutenant Brian Elias assigned this case to me. I arrived on the scene at 2200 hours, and I cleared the scene on Sunday, February 12th at 1:35 hours. Prior to my arrival, the descendant was removed from the bathtub by her personal assistant and bodyguard. And then the paramedics placed the descendant onto the living room floor in order to render first aid. Hold on. So you mean to tell me the goddamn assistant called the bodyguard before calling 911? That makes sense? Let's just keep going. Prior to my arrival, the descendant was removed from the bathtub by her personal assistant and bodyguard. And then paramedics placed the descendant onto the living room floor in order to render first aid. Also, prior to my arrival, paramedics moved the couch from out the living room and placed it on the patio in order to render first aid on the descendant. Was the couch that big that they had to take the couch and put it on the patio? The descendant's purse was on that couch, and the descendant's California driver's license had been removed from the wallet, which was inside the purse prior to my arrival. Why? Also, prior to my arrival, the majority of the descendants' prescription medical bottles had been removed from a brown bag that was on top of the table in the southwest corner of the living room and then placed on top of that same table. After completing my investigation, I changed this from a natural versus accident to an accident. Huh? The descendant possibly overdosed on a narcotic substance, prescription medications, over-the-counter medications, and alcohol. Minor trauma was noted, and there was no signs of foul play. What do you mean minor trauma was noted? This is LA. We know how dirty these motherfuckers are. They can get anybody say shit in a police report. Location. The incident occurred and the descendant died in the bathroom inside her room 434 at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, located at 9876 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills, California, 90210. I spoke with Detective Hyon at the scene, and he told me the following. The descendant checked into the Beverly Hilton Hotel on Monday, February 6, 2012. She was here for the Grammy Award ceremony on Sunday, February 12, 2012. And there was a pre-Grammy party at the hotel on Saturday, February 11th. The descendant was last seen alive by her personal assistant on Saturday, February 11th between 1445 and 1500 hours. The descendant complained of having a sore throat that had been lingering for the past few days. Before she left, she told the descendant to go to take a bath and to start getting ready for tonight. The personal assistant then left to go pick up items at Neiman Marcus. The personal assistant left Neiman Marcus at 15:25. Hell no, they got to know Neiman Marcus from goddamn the Beverly Hills Hotel, went shopping and came back that fast. The descendant was last seen alive by her personal assistant Saturday, February 11th, between 1445 to 1500. I think that's like 2:45 to 3 o'clock. The descendant complained on having a sore throat, had been lingering for the past few days. Before she left, she told the descendant to go take a bath to start getting ready for tonight. The personal assistant then left to go pick up items at Neiman Marcus. The personal assistant left Neiman Marcus at 15:25, and per the door key, she entered the descendant's locked room at 15:36. So you can get from Neiman Marcus into the hotel in 11 minutes? I need to check that. Hold on. Beverly distance between Beverly Hilton and Neiman Marcus. That shit's a half a mile. Where the fuck is the Beverly Hills Hilton? Neiman Marcus is right here. Hold on. Driving is 4 minutes. That's a half a mile. A 4 minute drive. She went to Neiman Marcus and came back within 30 minutes. The personal assistant left Neiman Marcus at 5:25. I don't know. And per the door key, she entered the descendant's locked hotel room at 15:36. She went into the bathroom and she found the descendant laying face down in the tub, unresponsive, with the top of her head facing west. The bathtub was filled with water and there was water on the bathroom floor. However, the water was not running. Why would it be water on the bathroom floor? All right. The water was not running. She called out to the bodyguard and they pulled the descendant out of the bathtub. The assistant then called downstairs telling them to call 911. They received 911 call at 15:43 hours. So she got back in the room at 15:36. 7 minutes later, they called 911. And the paramedics from the Beverly Hills Fire Department arrived on the scene. That's the paramedics that we seen in the back. On Saturday, February 11th at 15:46, paramedics from Rescue 1 determined the death. So she got back in her room at 15:36, and 10 minutes later, the paramedics was there and they announced her dead. Well, 911 ain't no joke in Cali, huh? Because if they said she entered Whitney's room at 15:36, right? I think that's like 3:36, if that's that, right? 36 minutes after the hour, right? She went into the bathroom. The bathtub was filled with water. She was on the floor. She called out to the bodyguard and the descendant. The assistant then called downstairs telling them to call 911 at 15:43. So y'all tell me the fucking the paramedics was there in 3 minutes and determined her dead in 3 minutes? Y'all see this? The assistant then called downstairs telling them to call 911. They received the 911 call at 15:43. And the paramedics from the Beverly Hills Fire Department arrived on the scene. At 15:46, paramedics from Rescue 1 determined the death. On Saturday at 9:35, I believe that is, the water temperature in the bathtub was 93.5 degrees. There are no signs of foul play. Huh? Okay. Scene description. The Beverly Hilton Hotel is located at 9876 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. Room number 434 was located on the fourth floor in the southwest portion of the hotel. The living room was located in the west side of the room. Located in the northwest corner was a chair and then a computer tower with a fedora on top of it. Located along the north wall central portion was a dresser with a mini bar in it. On top of it was an open bottle of champagne along with other miscellaneous items. Located in the north wall northeast portion was the front door to the room. Located to the east wall were the doors leading into the bedroom. Located in the southeast corner was a table with multiple bottles of prescription medications prescribed to the descendant, multiple blister packs, a loose tablet, and other miscellaneous items on top of it. Located in the south wall was a sliding glass door Located in the south wall was a sliding glass door leading onto a balcony. Just south of these sliding glass doors was a couch with a purse on it. Located in the southwest corner was a lamp. Located on the floor in the southwest portion of the room was an empty blister pack. Located along the west wall central portion were 3 tables with plates of food, an open can of beer, a single capsule, along with other miscellaneous items on top of it. The descendant was located lying supine on the floor in the central portion of the living room floor. The bedroom was located in the east side of the room. Located in the north wall, northwest corner was a closet. Just south of the closet were open suitcases and a lamp. Located in the north wall, central portion was a door leading into a bathroom. Located along the north wall, central portion was a luggage stand. Located in the northeast corner was a table with a bottle of prescription medication, loose tablets, and other miscellaneous items on top of it. Clearly, Whitney was not in this room by herself, y'all. Located along the east wall central portion was a bed. Located along the east wall southwest portion was a nightstand with a bottle of beer on it. So y'all tell me she drinking beer, champagne, all this shit by herself. Located in the south wall was sliding glass doors leading onto the same balcony. Located along the south door, southeast portion was a Chase lounge. Located along the south wall, southwest portion was another luggage stand with an open suitcase on it. Located in the southwest corner was a 3-drawer dresser with a bottle of prescription medication, loose tablets, a bottle of supplement, and other miscellaneous items on top of it. Located in the west wall were doors leading into the living room. The carpet in the bedroom was soaked with water. How, y'all? The bathroom was located in the northeast portion of the room. Located along the north wall central portion was a bathtub. There was an approximately 12 inches of water in the short end, approximately 13 inches of water in the deep end. Yo, bro, she died in a ruler worth of water, y'all. She drowned in a ruler worth of water, y'all. 12 inches is a ruler. because there ain't no tub 12 feet. In the bathtub was a towel, a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and a pitcher. Located in the north wall, northeast portion was a toilet stall. Located along the east wall was a counter with a sink and drawers below. Located on the counter in front of the sink was an ashtray filled with multiple cigarette butts. Located on the south portion of the counter was a small spoon with a crystal-like substance in it and a rolled up piece of white paper along with a miscellaneous items. What do that sound like to y'all? Located on the north portion of the counter was a bottle of prescription medicine. Man, she had pills all over the fucking room. Bottle of prescription medications and a ripped open small plastic bag along with miscellaneous items. Located in the top drawer in the north side of the counter were remnants of a white powdery substance and a portable mirror on a base. Y'all know what that is, right? On the bottom of that base were more remnants of a white powdery substance. Located in the south wall portion, central portion was the entrance into the bathroom. Located in the southwest portion of the bedroom was a chair, some clothes on it, and a blanket on the floor next to it. Located in the west wall central portion was a door leading into the shower. The bathroom floor was covered with water. Evidence. I collected a plethora of prescription medication bottles prescribed to the descendant, multiple blister packs, and a loose tablet from off the top of a table in the southwest corner of the living room. I also collected a capsule from off one of the tables in the west central portion of the living room. I also collected an empty blister pack from off the floor in the southwest portion of the living room. What the fuck is a blister pack? Let me look and see what a blister pack is. Oh, a blister pack is a pack of pills. I also collected an empty blister pack from off the floor in the southwest portion of the living room. I also collected a bottle of prescription medication prescribed to the descendant from off a table in the northeast corner of the bedroom. I also collected loose tablets from the same table in the northeast corner of the bedroom. I also collected a bottle of prescription medication prescribed to the descendant, a bottle of supplement, and a loose tablet from off a 3-drawer dresser